bet they don't have money to run this place, do they?
Oh, yeah, they got it's pretty good. It's pretty good support. Yeah, I'll talk about it afterwards, But I'll tell you something, darling, you look marvelous. Absolutely marvelous.
Yeah.
Do you realize that
No.
when you look in the mirror each morning, how marvelous you look?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm here to tell you, mirror, mirror on the wall.
My vitamins are
Editta's
working.
the marvelous of all.
The vitamins are working.
The vitamins seem to be, but something's working well.
Well, you got the magazine there. So
Yeah,
don't
we
forget
got the
now.
magazine. We'll let people know about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're going to let them know about your photography. And welcome very much to Conversations, where it's a real pleasure to welcome to the program Editta Sherman. And Editta Sherman is known all around town as the Duchess of Carnegie Hall. She holds forth there with her photographic studio and her personality over the many decades, and she's a noted photographer, particularly of Hollywood celebrities and others.
Legend.
A legendary
Yeah.
photographer, legendary. Yeah, right. Distinguished.
The only one around now.
Exemplary. A photographer of Hollywood celebrities and others. And Editta, welcome enormously to Conversations. It's a great honor and privilege to welcome you to my program.
Thank you, Harold.
My pleasure indeed.
I'm glad to be here this morning.
I am, and we're going to play. Let's get this out of the way right at the beginning, because we're going to play a little game with the audience now.
Yeah.
And maybe they could come on a close-up of Editta, if they could, from the control room. And if you can remember when you used to go to the carnivals, you go and they would have a fellow there who would guess the weight of somebody. There was another one who would guess the age of some person who was in the, the immediate vicinity. No, I'm talking now to the audience. And so your job in the audience is to try and take a look at this, and maybe if you can, come up tight. I don't know if you can, but we want you all to guess, if you could, the age of Editta Sherman, with who we're talking now. Take a good, careful look and so forth. And everybody, you could write it down. How old do you think this woman is? Now, you have 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you've had your chance. Editta, tell the audience in this camera, how old are you?
Well, I'm 93 years old.
Can you believe it?
I'll be 93 in July.
God bless you, darling. You look absolutely no more than 50.
Well, I mean, this is what they say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because nothing special that I've done.
Yeah, but listen, I've had
and
intimate.
I had no facelift.
I've had no facelift, but I've had some intimate conversation with you before we started this program, and you have confessed to me that the reason you look so grand is because you've led a good, clean life.
Exactly.
All right. Now, I hope everyone in the audience is listening to that so that you can take a lesson. 93 years old, a good, clean living will result in something like this. Congratulations on holding yourself so well. And you still follow very carefully a longevity regime. You eat carefully.
I was written up on the Journal of Longevity in August.
That's right. You were. Yeah, that's right. I know. We have it there. We could let people know you're written up. Oh, this is it. This is here. Let's see.
Yes, that's it.
I don't know where we can best bring this up. Maybe here or no, here. You can bring it up on my. This
inside.
There's an article inside. This is the Journal of Longevity. I don't know where the article is.
Yeah, here it is. I better have it up.
You find it.
Yeah.
And they wrote up an article in the Journal of Longevity, and
here I am.
Let me see. Here she is. All right, let's get the whole thing. All right, here it is. There it is. Yeah, and then there's more about, and some of the secrets of longevity living is included in this article.
That's August it came out.
This is August of last year, 2004, and it has to do, what is the secret of your such vibrant life? I know you skip rope every day still.
Well,
you walk all over the place.
Well, I walk, yes.
Yeah, and you eat sensible food, and you take supplements, right?
Yes, I eat, I try to eat the right foods.
What are the right foods? Because there's a lot of conflict on that.
Collard greens.
Collard greens? I don't like those.
I know, but if you put olive oil and garlic and just steam them, they have wonderful flavor.
They do have a wonderful flavor.
And also spinach.
Spinach, like Popeye.
And of course, I make this, sort of a crock pot and put everything in.
You do use a crock. You recommend a crock pot. Put a bunch of stuff in there and let it go all day.
Yes.
And then at the end of the day,
I'll do it at night. So in the morning, it's all ready.
What do you put in the crock pot at night? Do you have ready in the morning? Oatmeal?
Yes, I put the chicken in and then put all...
Wait a minute. You don't have chicken in the morning, do you?
No, but I have it during the day.
I see.
And then if my children come in or my neighbors come in, and they all get some.
How many children do you have?
I have 5. I had 5 children. I had one passed on.
Sorry.
I have 4. I have 3 sons and a daughter.
And 15 grandchildren?
And 15 grandchildren.
And how many great-grandchildren?
And 6 great-grandchildren.
How are those grandchildren? Any
well,
good at all?
Little, of course.
Are they any good at all? Do you like them? Do you
I
spoil them?
They love me.
Yeah.
But, I don't see them very often, but when they do, they are real cute.
Don't the little kids? I love little kids. I think 5-year-olds.
The little one, 5 years old, he comes and he's kind of embarrassed, like, and
right.
And he gets close to me, he says, I know who you are.
You're my great granny, huh? That's grand, I'm not sure. I think maybe 5-year-olds are my favorite human beings. They're so honest. They're honest,
Well,
now we've got you down. Now we're going to want to talk. We got you down as a esteemed photographer, a really important photographer, and so we're going to talk about that. But I wonder if you could share a little of your own life, where you were born and raised, that kind of thing. Let's anchor this on the personage of Editta Sherman.
I was born in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. What year?
1912.
1912, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, okay.
It seems like a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It seems like yesterday. I mean, that I wasn't, so old. But anyway, I don't think about it.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I feel good.
I read in an article that you were having your first child at 22, and the doctor said eat lots of calcium, and you've been doing it ever since, plus some other supplements, and paid attention to your health.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good idea.
I tried. I mean, the doctor told me I should take the calcium for the baby's teeth and my teeth, which I still have.
You still have all your own teeth?
I have all my
You haven't
own
even
teeth.
lost one yet? Look, show, smile. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Teeth of granite. I mean, granite jaw.
Listen, overnight something can happen.
Well, it could, but I don't.
I know, but people have died overnight.
No, but you've done well. You've done well by living a very good life, and you've also been able to become, as it is, a legendary, as you say, photographer, and you've come to know so many of the celebrity personalities of show
I
business.
didn't have to go out with a little camera and shoot them on the run. I got them coming to me.
So you are a portrait photographer.
Mainly, because my father was a photographer.
He was. Now talk about your family. I understand you've got an Italian background there, and what was your maiden name?
Rinaldo.
Rinaldo?
Yes, Editta Rinaldo.
Editta Rinaldo.
Right. And
so you're Italian.
I'm Italian.
Extraction, right.
Right.
Rome.
And my mother was Roman, and my father was Sicilian.
From Italy? Were they from the old
Sicily.
country? They were both from the old country? Okay.
Palermo.
Palermo. Okay, right. And you speak Italian as well as you speak English?
Oh, yes, I speak Italian because my sister is from Italy, and they've been here for a while.
What's this I hear? This
so I converse with her almost every day.
And I suppose you're pretty familiar with pasta and what can be done with pasta, because the Italians have been known to do a couple of good pasta dishes.
I aim to go public with my tomato sauce.
I want to hear about that.
Yes, because I invited Van Johnson when he came over to be
famous
photographed.
Van Johnson.
And he loved pasta.
Yeah.
And so I said I'd make some special Italian sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he came, and he just couldn't get over it, and then I gave him a jar to take home. And he wrote me this long letter about my tomato sauce.
Really raving, huh?
He said, I'm going to heaven with the tomato sauce.
You can take it with him to St. Peter's Gate. Knock on the gate. I got Anita's.
Anyway, I'm going to go public, and because an endorsement from Van Johnson.
That would be very important.
It would be like Paul Newman.
Yeah,
with his
Paul
tomato
Newman.
Sauce.
Not all kinds of, and he's done very well, and he's dedicated to all good causes. That was a pretty good thing.
Yes.
Big career.
So I'm aiming to do that.
So what are we going to call it? Anita's Best?
I'm going to call it Mama Editta.
Mama Editta's? With the S at the end? Mama Editta's sauce? Are you going to put sauce?
Oh, yes.
All right, Mama Editta. You're going to put a picture of you on it? Maybe that one with the plume. You have that plume, the Duchess of Carnegie. You can call it the Duchess, fit for a Duchess.